you had someone close to you, a neighbor, a friend, a sister who has gone through FGM? What is their experience? What are their traumas? What are their stories that they have gone through? Please share with us across all our social media networks. That's GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 21144. I'm not alone. I have a guest with me who is going to help us to understand better how to heal our spirit from the cat. I will allow her to introduce herself. Welcome, guest.
Thank you very much. Good morning, viewer. My name is Catherine Karina. I'm a preteens, teens youth mentor. And the topic today, as she has said, is very sensitive, but also a topic that we cannot ignore. Knowing that we are in the longest holiday of the year, and the boys are going for the rite of passage.
True.
And the girls, oh no. By the way, the girls do not need the cat. They need education. Yes.
Thank you so much for honoring our invite. It's always a privilege to have you with your energy.
Thank you.
The boys are going through the circumcision. We call it rite of passage, robes. But I also understand girls also go through the same, but not the circumcision part of it. What do they go to do?
Thank you. Let me also bring in the FGM there. So that every viewer will understand that FGM is not a rite of passage. I speak often in those robes, in the rite of passages for the boys. The boys are going for the cat. The girls, what they go through for is to be talked to, because they are in a transition moment. Like now, they have just done grade 9, and they are feeling the moon. They are feeling we are their pioneers. There has never been another grade 9. So in those forums, we sit them down and we talk to them. What do we tell the girls then? We tell them that even being the pioneer, they still need to take care of themselves. Even being the pioneers, they need to be able to listen, to guard themselves, and to allow us to guide them. No girl should go through a cut. As the boys are going through the cut, the society is also a little bit confused, and the society is a little bit muddy. There are people that want this money from the girls also, because you see the boy is going through a cut. But as you have asked today, have you gone through a cut? Do you know anybody who have gone through the cut? As I was coming, I was able to read a few posters or placards of people that have said rite of passage here. But we never hear anybody say FGM happening here. So the rite of passage is very important, but we must make sure that it is not circumcising the girls. The FGM does not help anybody. The FGM does not benefit anybody. Therefore, for the girls to be able to transit, because you're looking for, let me pick it from the boys' side. When the boys are circumcised, we imagine that they have matured. But circumcision does not bring maturity. Let me say that maturity is more of an attitude process. So what you're looking for is, how do we give the girls a process to transit so that they can come home looking a little bit groomed, looking a little bit more enlightened. What we need to do is give them skills. What we need to do is have the hot talk with them, where H stands for honesty. We have to be very honest with girls. We have to be very open with them. And we have to be very, very truthful. As we talk about rite of passage, let us not confuse that these girls and these boys, now after they come from where they are coming, they are being mature. No. Human brains does not mature until they are 24. So even when the boys have gone for circumcision, maturity is not there yet. Parents, we must keep a close eye to the boys, and we must make sure that we protect the girls. Yes.
Interesting. Now that you've said it does not help anyone, when you're talking about FGM, it's the female part of circumcision. Exactly. I know you're not a doctor, but maybe you can let us know what happens and how does it affect these girls.
Thank you. By the way, Google can even show you photos of the same. And they normally say there are 3 types of FGM. One, where they mutilate, they cut off the private part of the girl. Second one, where they cut the clitoris. And that is the button of romance. So we have to allow our girls to grow whole with what they have. We have to know that the women or the girl child is fear-free and wonder-free made. So we have to let them grow the way they are, knowing that the image of God is perfect. We should not deform that. The third one is where they narrow the birth canal, the birth canal. And FGM does not benefit anybody. It only benefits the wicked circumciser. What now the person that would call a witch. That one is the only one who benefits. However, this being blood money, even her, she will pay for it. But for us to be able to educate our viewers about why not girls should not have a cut, the FGM, we have to differentiate between a culture and a tradition. We have to know that even the phones, this one, the smartphone that you are looking at now, did not exist beyond a few years ago. But then we also had the phone where we used to have the landline or the booth. But we have seen them evolve. So what I want to tell our viewers this morning is that our culture, our tradition, we have to allow it to evolve. FGM does not benefit anybody. FGM actually damages the confidence of the girl, the confidence of the women. And many men sit there and they think that FGM is a woman issue. Let me say that FGM is a human issue because we are deforming, we are damaging, we are putting a scar, and we are making this girl not walk in confidence and pride. However, we have to ask ourselves, where is it coming from? Why take the girl through the cut?
As you come to answer that, because you are the same person to answer that for us, there is a book I was sharing before we came on air.
All right.
It's a set book that was being read in high school called Blossoms of the Savannah. When you say men say it's a women issue, I've just remembered a topic from that book which says the women in the Maasai community, because it's talking about the Maasai community, are the ones who wanted to go through the FGM during the wartime, simply because to keep away men, because they were going for war, so their husbands, they're not around, they can, because even in the Maasai culture, we have the thing of putting them cookie outside of the door just to say there's a man inside that house and you're not the husband. So any man can come in. So for them going through the cut, through the book, they say it's to keep those men, to shun those men away. So exactly how do you shun a man away with the cut? One. Two, also in that book, those girls, they were asking, they had now to go back to see where it came from. And it's the women who sat and discussed, because they were, like you said, it's the romance part or side of the woman. But now they were seeing women and young girls being so excited sexually, and it's like a way of taming them. So the senior women introduced that as a way of taming the young girls.
It's unfortunate that we have to use a scar. We have to use pain to tame somebody. And I want to say that a normal parent, a normal mother, rarely hurts their child to tame them. And this is not a cane. This is putting a permanent scar or even removing the best part of the juice out. So we want to ask ourselves a question. What is the biggest sex organ that we have in our bodies? It's not our private part. Sex starts in the head. So what we need to do is educate these girls. I have a slogan that I use, that joto ya leo ni majuto ya kesho. I also say nobody will ever die for not having sex. So what we need to tell the girl child, if they have a problem with that, is that just because you're feeling like you're on fire doesn't mean you go and quench the fire. And the way God has created us, the difference between us and animals is because animals go on heat, instinct, on heat. We have self-control. So what we need to do, instead of damaging to prevent the girls going out, because it's like burning our future today, assuming that we do the FGM so that they don't go out. We are burning the future. What we need to do is have open talk with them, open a dialogue with them. We sit the girls and we talk to them. I said culture and tradition should evolve. And I want to say that if we can have the sex education, and it has to come from the elders of the communities where this is done. And I thank God that you have said in the Maasai community, but also in other cultures now, old women like myself are riding themselves into that hut to go and get circumcised, because they are saying, in our family, our grandmother had said, it doesn't matter what has been said, you can revoke that. You're fear-free and wonder-free made. Damaging a girl does not protect her from her sexual drive. What happens is you're killing the sexual drive. FGM, sorry to cut you short, okay. FGM has costed life. We know girls that bleed to death. FGM has denied girls from giving birth the normal way. And because I said there are 3 ways where they chop off the outer part of the female private part, where they pluck off the clitoris, or where they shona the birth canal. Then this child that wants to give birth, they are not able to give birth. They cannot enjoy sex. And last week, I was bashed by a man. They asked me, how can you talk against FGM? Do you know about it? And I said, not knowing about it doesn't make it right. If you can Google today, we'll see WHO condemns FGM. And FGM is done secretly and privately. Therefore, there's no glory, there's no honor in FGM.
A quick one.
Yes,
you
please.
just mentioned that in some community, there are those senior women who are taking themselves simply because their grandmother said. Question, who told you your grandmother said? Where did you hear it from? And why didn't you go through it at that age when she said so, and you have to wait until you're this old? Or are you that tired with the sexual, or you're no longer married and you want to shun everyone away from you? What's the catch there?
I think we have lost it. Whether the grandmother said or did not say, they did whatever they did. What women need to do is appreciate that they are fear-free and wonder-free made. What every woman needs to appreciate is that you are created in the image of God. You're perfect the way you are. But they'll always ask me, but Catherine Karira, why do men then get circumcised? And that is why I came with the Bible. We do not say any, we don't see any incident of FGM in the Bible. But we see circumcision in the Old Testament. We also see Jesus Christ getting circumcised. Therefore, I want to tell us today that any culture or any tradition that is not enlisted in the Word of God and it is damaging, that is wrong. That should have died long time ago, and if it has not died, it should die today, not tomorrow. However, you say that the older women are the ones also demanding for it. We have to be a society that protects. And because grade 9 girls or even younger, I'll tell you how the wickedness has come back now, are the ones that they are being taken for FGM. These are girls that are not given a say to consent, to say yes or no. They are just taken there. I want us to know, as a preteens youth mentor, when I talk to these children, they normally crave, they want safety, they want guidance. Therefore, as we talk to them during the rite of passage, as we talk to them in a teens class, even in Sunday school, we have to empower these girls to know they should not go through a cut. Circumcision talk should not be left to be said during the rite of passage. As we talk about Jesus being circumcised on the 8th day, can we also now tell them in Sunday school that the women, the girls are never to be circumcised? FGM does not add value. FDM brings shame. FGM brings psychological trauma. So we have to be a culture that protects, not a culture that damages.
I want us to take a break.
Thank you.
And when we come back, we take the conversation from the trauma part.
Okay.
Because in as much as we are saying it does not bring any glory, and it's shameful, and it does not bring any change, there are those who want it.
Okay.
So what is this enlightenment or education do they go through for them to feel, by the way, I need this? And for those who don't want, they also have their own reason. Why would one say, I don't want this? Why today, as we are having this conversation, are we not advocating for it? Because when we are talking about the men's circumcision, we were looking at it even scientifically. It's proven to prevent also some diseases. Yeah. It's good for the men. What about for the women? Are we preventing anything, or are we just actually magnetizing all the things now to come to your way? I'd want us to check on that, plus also the traumas. Viewer, I hope you're learning as much as I am about FGM. Send in your question, interact with us across all our social media networks. That's GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 21144. We'll be back shortly.
Hello kids, and welcome to Kids Mind, where we learn, we laugh, and we explore.
Today we are going to be reading about what?
Yes, Bible story. Are you ready to listen to our today's Bible story? Are you ready to listen? Hands on ears. Are you ready to listen? 1 Samuel chapter 17 talks about the story of David and Goliath. Have you ever heard of the story of David and Goliath before?
Follow us at GPS TV Africa. Also, you can SMS us on our SMS line 21144.
This is the Youth Hub show that gets a groove on. We have so many topics lined up for you guys.
Can you survive without internet?
No, I can't. Siwezi survive bila internet mimi.
Hii ni kama kuambia mtu mwenye alikuwa amezoea kushinda na nguo, mwambie toa nguo ushinde.
She's still like Tito who believes in miracles.
Don't you believe in miracles?
Don't you believe in miracles?
If you're in love, akili inafungika na macho. You won't see anything negative in the relationship.
So my films, I can get funding to get a lot of time to do pre-production, so that when I'm shooting, costume ulishapanga, kila watu wako wanajua wanavaaje, shooting location, like that process ya kwenda ku secure location, kwenda ku secure location, you get and like wow, hii location nikeza pata,
This is where it will all happen.
It makes you happy.
Kuwa na vitu mingi sana, mapanga le nini, kisasa hizo issues zimekuwa zinachocha sana. tunataka tuka hivyo tu bila hii mambo ya mneti.
Are you
Ready? So guess the logo. Reveal.
Cadillac.
Cadillac. Unasema Cadillac.
Tunapenda watu. Yeah. We love communicating. We love welcoming people.
Internet ilikuja kutotoa pangiza.
Everywhere, GBS.
Welcome back, viewer, to Chungu cha Jamii. Today we are talking about the FGM and we are asking about healing the spirit and ending the cut. Have you gone through the cut? How has it been for you? A friend of yours, a neighbors of yours who have gone through the cut, what are they saying about the cut? You yourself, what is your take? Do you want it to end or do you want it to continue? Send in your question, interact with us across all our social media networks. That's GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 21144. So, Madam Karira.
Yes, please.
Before we went on a break, I told you when we come back, I want us to talk about the traumas. And also, is there any scientific proof that FGM is good for those who are advocating for it? And for us who are not advocating for it, exactly why are we not advocating for it? Because for the male one, we've agreed it's biblically, it's allowed, it's given, actually. It's a covenant between God and man.
Thank you.
But now it's not the same for the woman. So for the woman, what do we say? What about it?
Okay. Let me start from where we are talking about healing the spirit.
Okay.
The spirit may be healed, but the scar
is still there,
and the damage is still there. And this scar and the damage is being done by the people that should protect the girl. It's advocated by the women, as I said earlier. Even the parents, instead of protecting the girls, they are the ones that are giving out. And some society, they even have bad names of those girls that have not gone through the cut. But I want to say that FGM does not add purity to the girl. It doesn't make a girl holy. It does not even kill the desires. So what we need to understand is that just because it was done there many years back or it's still happening, it is not right. But we cannot blame the society then. What we need is to check to get a platform where we can sit and reason together. If any man there has a lady or a girlfriend or a wife that has gone through the cut, they can help us more. They can help us understand why it should not happen or why it should happen. However, even if they told us why it should happen, we can ask Mr. Google why FGM, or we can ask, are there any benefits for FGM? And Mr. Google will tell us no. Mr. Google will tell us that it causes chronic pain, emotional damage, psychological damage, and a lot of shame, a lot of trauma. But again, as we talk about that now, we know there are people that went through the cut, and they are also crying, how can I have my body reconstructed again to regain that glory that may have gone down? And there is one clinic in Nairobi that does that.
We are getting there.
We may not tell you to go and get it reconstructed, but you can be the voice in the society. Keeping quiet when things are going wrong empowers the things that are going wrong to go wrong more. So there's no any health benefit. And because it is being done in secret and it is being done privately, the reason, again, we bring in the circumcision for the boys, the reason these boys, when they go in for circumcision, They call a medical doctor who comes with the equipment, and the equipment are clean, and they are cleaned after every cut. But because after every circumcision, after every person has gone, then they are cleaned again, or they use other needles, or they use whatever they use. And this is done, I can point there and there, the boys went for circumcision. But because now the girls are being taken secretly, even whatever blades or whatever equipment they're using is not sterilized. So what are we giving the girls? And now we know that most of us have given birth to children that are positive for HIV and AIDS. And one of them has been taken for the cut. And those knives are not well taken care of, and they should not even be taken care of. They should be exposed. Let me say this. If you know any woman who has taken their daughter for FGM, or even if you know anyone that does FGM, you are also a criminal. Because covering crime grows crime. And the government of Kenya has told us zero tolerance to FGM. So your voice and my voice should be amplified so that we can protect these children. And now we also know that during this long holiday, we have, let me call them wicked aunties, where they organize, let the girls come to my place, a different county from where you are, then that will happen. FGM will happen. I had told you earlier, I will tell you how the wickedness has packaged itself in a different way. This wicked auntie, when they smell or they hear there's a newborn baby and it's a girl, they will come to visit. And then they will tell the mother of the girl, if the mother is like me who doesn't want FGM, unatumwa enda ukatafute nini. Then unapata mtoto amelia, wamechuna the clitoris na wamefunga mtoto napi or diapers or whatever. So we must make sure that we be a caring society. Let me again say that no girl should go through the cut. If grown up like myself would want to go through the cut, these are adults, they can consent. But we should not have our girls face the knife. The girls do not need a cut, the girls need education. And let me help you understand who a girl is. Can I bring an acronym?
Please.
G will stand for gift. I will stand for in. R will stand for real, air life. Gift in real life. Gifts are cherished. Gifts are protected. Let us not damage the future of our girls.
Interesting. You've brought in and said there is a clinic in Kenya that is doing the reconstruction.
Yes.
Because that also brought me back. There is an advocate, a lady who has gone through FGM. I understand he's from that far part of the country, the northern part, if I'm not wrong. Went through the cut, but currently living in the US and had to pay a lot of money to go through the reconstruction.
Yes.
Is it worth it when you're going through the reconstruction? For her, she went through it successfully. Actually, is advocating for the same. How is it? Is it going to bring this girl back to normal 100%? Or are we just reconstructing the sexual part to bring back, because first the disease was not taken away, it's just the damage that has been done. Fine, how is it exactly? Because I'm looking at it as a broken glass. We always say you can't repair something that is broken. It will also leave those cracks and marks. So when the reconstruction is being done, are we looking at it as a whole, like you not notice that anything had happened down there? Is it going also to heal this girl that has gone through it? How are they going now to grow and heal now, the spirit part of it, mental and emotionally?
We'll start from that healing. You'll have to accept that, yes, it happened to me. And you'll have to accept that I am more bigger than what I lost. So that even when you go into theater and it is reconstructed, you're not just you're not bargaining on whether it is going to be whole or unwhole. You'll have accepted yourself. When you accept yourself, you place a higher value on yourself, and now you can know whether it goes back to the original of the same, or it does not. I have accepted that what I lost, I might not regain. However, if you have the money to spend, go for it. Today, we know of artificial teeth that gives us good look. We also know of the nyash that we can import from wherever, which will give, or even these ones. Nowadays, they bring big ones. So,
wait, what do you mean they bring big ones?
You can import.
Wait, how?
Yeah.
The medication or the
artificial, the artificial, you can go and, by the way, you can also go for plastic surgery.
No, plastic surgery, I've heard of it.
Yeah, and you extend your breast or even your nyash. But as long as you're not in peace with yourself, healing starts with yourself. Accept, yes, the damage was done. Accept, yes, I have gone in for the surgery. And do not let the man tell you, because you may feel it yourself, he may feel it and tell you it's not there. Accept, yes, the damage was done. Accept it is I've been reconstructed, and accept the way I am. But if you're not able to pay for that surgery to take you back where you are, please be the voice. You don't have to tell us that you went through the cut, but speak about it. In family gathering, like now, it is Christmas season that is there, the long holiday is there. Can we talk about this? Because there are no benefits. However, because we are a society that is it timid, we don't talk about the evil things. And not talking about the evil things does not negate the evil things, they are still there. So we need to be able to take advantage of it. Educate the girl child, educate the boy child, educate our leaders. Let us hear more of people telling us FGM should not happen. Let us be able to empower the girls. Let the girl know that I don't have to go through the cut. And for the girl to know that I don't have to go through the cut, we have to start with the elders. We have to talk to the mothers. We must hear religious leaders speaking against FGM. As I had said earlier, it is not a religious requirement. The Quran, even the Hindus, and the Bible, they don't support FGM. So as I had said earlier, it is something that should have been buried, and if it's not buried, we bury it now. It does not benefit anybody. It only benefits the witch that is circumcising the girls. It is illegal. And you that knows that FGM is happening in your neighborhood, and you have kept quiet about it, and the government of Kenya is telling us 0 tolerance. Where I come from, we say there's no thief and the onlooker.
I can already hear it in your vernacular. There is no thief and the overlooker.
Yes.
But now, you've talked about something interesting. The people who don't talk about it when it's happening around you, you know it's happening. And the question that you've rightly asked, is it that we are timid? Now, the thing that is now ringing in my mind is it about timidity, or is it about we've grown in a society or in an environment where you're told, mind your own business. Whatever doesn't hurt you doesn't concern you. Absolutely. So that is why we also, as you answer that, sorry for cutting you short, that is why even when you find me being robbed my phone, you won't help me. You'll just walk. Why? Because you don't know the relationship between me and the robber. You will say, how Joanna? You're not thinking about my safety or the danger that I'm going through until everything has happened and you're like, and I had seen. But you can't do anything. Is it because we are from such a society where we are so busy, and in as much as we see, we mind what harms us or what is affecting us directly? Whatever it's not, it's none of my business.
Now we have to realize, yes, it is our business. Because that girl that has gone through the cut, she may be the future wife to your son. That is why we have to fight evil. Because the evil that we don't fight will one day fight us. The evil we don't fight will one day fight us. Assuming that girl goes through the cut and she gets infected with HIV and AIDS, and then your son, out of curiosity, they want to explore. And you know, those that have gone through the cut, nobody is written here that I went through the cut. So they will explore, and she got HIV then. There, what happened to your son? So we have to know that protecting each other is our responsibility. And that is why we have to talk. We have to talk the hard issues. If the Bible talks about circumcision to details, that he was circumcised on the 8th day, why should we take offense not to talk about FGM? What you and myself need to do is to know that caring for the society starts with you. You will start talking, somebody else will start talking, then they will know together. Let me say something I had said earlier. When we are talking about the birth of Jesus, and very soon, we are talking about it now to commemorate Christmas. As we talk about the birth of Jesus, let us not just add at the Mary and the baby in the manger. Let us also bring in the circumcision. As we talk about he was circumcised on this day, can we now tell the girls, no girl or no woman was circumcised in the Bible? And I did it yesterday. As I was talking to teenagers, I asked them, and one girl said, I don't know what FGM is. So we had to enlighten each other. We have to be a society that does not only talk about the heaven that we are going to. We have to be a society that talks about how to live well on earth, how to glorify God with who we are, how to take care of the image of God. We are fearfully and wonderfully made to the glory of God. Let me say it again. FGM does not benefit anybody. FGM, it damages. FGM hurts. And FGM haunts. That is why they are even crying today and saying, can I go for reconstruction? Let each one of us be a voice of speaking against the evil in the society. Because as I had said earlier, the evil that we don't fight
will one day fight us.
Thank you.
I want us to take a break.
Thank you.
And when we come back, I want us to be on the same topic in a way, but also take a very different trajectory, especially now when you are talking about long holidays. Okay. You had mentioned about the evil aunties planning these girls to be taken to their places. But you also can't forget a lot of misfortunes happen during the long holidays. When you go back to resume back in January after the long holidays, that is now when you're hearing about so many unwanted stories. How now do we also prevent ourselves? And also for the girls who are being taken for such an through the FGM and they're not willing to go through it, how can they be helped? If by any chance I should perceive, Nikki Nusato, I'm being taken that direction because of it, how do I elope from such? Because again, at some point, like we agreed, it's being done for those who had not of age to say no to it. It's their parents making those decisions. But how do you run from it? How do you safeguard yourself by running away? Because that's the only way. If you stay there, you'll still go through it. How now? Our viewers, I hope you're learning as much as I am. Send in your question, interact with us across all our social media networks. That's GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 21144. We'll be back shortly.
I see most of your work inakuanga mixed media. Unaweza explain what mixed media means in the art industry? Would you rather design a game character or a movie poster? What's the best advice ushaipata in your art journey so far? The best advice mtu alikuja akakwambia advice yenye hadi wa leo inakusukumanga to keep on going with your art journey. Do you draw more with music or in silence? Is there anything about being an artist that unaonanga watu wana misunderstand about being an artist?
First time nilijua napenda kuchora ama najua kuchora nilikuwa 7. So nikiwa primary, that's where I fell in love with art.
You were 7 years ama grade 7?
7 years.
Oh, okay.
Maybe grade 1.
Oh yeah, grade 1, grade 2. Oh, yeah. Do you think artists wanafaa kuchora ama kupaint every single day?
Yes.
Why?
Hello, my name is Nyabio. I'm from Mahanim. Call this school a good school because the second my mom saw it, she saw it was Christian-based. And when I see Christian-based, that's what the character my mother wants for me. And I like the sports that we play for PE. Like sometimes we play table tennis, we can play football, we match, and on Fridays we have games. And we verse the teachers in football. And this is why I think the school is the best school your children can go to.
Jina ni Martin, Coach Martin.
Ni strategy gani unatumia? Unafeel strategy ndio imenyekanga hapa, unafeel kupeleka mbali. Alafu utaniambia ni strategy gani imekumake unatumia as a player, ona ndio strategy yangu inafanyanga na win game. Hata as a coach, ni strategy gani unaonanga hii nikitumia nasaidia player wangu kudefeat opponent wake. Requirements zangu ni nini? Nini nataka kwa fencer? What are the requirements?
All you have to be, as long as you can walk, you can move your arms and you can think on your feet. You can fence.
Ili kujua mengi, jiunge nami Omala Brian kwenye GBS TV Sports Sugu Show. This is where passion meets the game.
Everywhere, GBS.
Welcome back, viewer, to Chungu cha Jamii. Today we are talking about ending the cut and healing the spirit. What is your story? Please share with us across all our social media networks. That's GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 21144. So before we went on a break, I'd asked that when we come back, we can talk about the long holidays and everything that is happening in between. It's long holiday according to the Kenyan calendar. Short holiday for those who are doing the international curriculum. But all in all, they're still going to be in holiday at some point. But now, during this whole long holiday is where we hear stories, because this is now where, by default, we have all the family meetings, all the family get together. The people that you've not seen for so many years, you end up meeting either through either through a wedding, a funeral, or the family, normal family get together. I don't know why it always happens during this time and not any other time. And some others unplanned yet planned activities. But yet during these events that are happening all around us, a lot happens.
Thank you.
And when it's happening, you mentioned you don't want to kuharibu image, kuharibu sura. But again, also it comes with some lame excuses and some very stupid reasons as why not to speak out or to shun away from some things that are very logical.
Thank you for talking about the long holiday. That's when I can speak about it even in my dreams. The children have been home now for 3 weeks. And they don't return until January. And as you have said, these are the times that we hear of things. I have just heard of something of a 4-year-old girl that has been defiled by an uncle that they live together. And luckily, the family has reported to the police, but no arrest have been done yet. Then I've also heard of another girl who is 17-year-old. They are in Form 3. The mother tells me that the girl wakes up in the morning, takes her breakfast, and off she goes. And she comes and takes her tea. And I was asking myself, oh, she goes where? Then, of course, we know the children are out there excited. They want to explore. They want to experiment. They get exploited and they are very excited. Then here we are, the long holiday now is also becoming hotter because that is where we have the family gathering. These ones that have gone in for the circumcision, they are coming home, we are going to celebrate them. One thing I want to tell the viewers there, that this is not the time for teenagers sleep over. If the teenagers have to go and sleep over, please, you have to be involved. And because we cannot accompany or confine our children all through, we must make sure that we empower them through the talk. We have to tell them openly. We have to tell them not what not to do, but we have to explain why they should not do that. Some of the results that we get is that the girls became pregnant during the holiday, the long holiday. And most of the pregnancies are not from age mates. They are from a little bit older than them, including my good friend, Watu Waduthi. So we have to tell the society that anybody having sex with another age, that is a criminal. We have also now to tell our children that anybody, again nyash, anybody telling you that you have a nice nyash, that is not a compliment, that is an insult. And we have to tell them, wearing they normally, our times used to call them the tubo cuts. Nowadays you call them crop top. We have to tell them, even as a crop top, the man was created to see. And when the man beholds your navel, when they see your navel, the man wants to understand what next is underneath there. So even as the girls crop top, they must know that they have crop top for themselves. They should not allow anybody to come and feel the navel or feel themselves or come and touch them. They normally tell me that when he came and he hugged me, I felt, ooh, and I went paragasha. We have to make sure that they know they are dressing to look nice, but they have to know that even as they dress to look nice, safety starts with themselves. This long holiday, we have the telephones. The Form 4s, I told you this one, I can talk even in my sleep.
Yes.
The Form 4s are finishing their last exam on Friday or Thursday this week. And we told them, we will buy for you phones when you clear. And even we know that even little children have smartphones. This long holiday, I pray that your children will be able to hear what I'm saying. That even as they go on social media and they get a lot of likes, please do not go and meet an online friend offline. Some of them are predators. Some of them are on a scheme to appear on the newspaper. Therefore, this long holiday, we have to make a narrative of what we hear, a narrative of what we heard. A few years back, young girl, she was in the university. She was told, come and meet me, an online friend. And her instinct, and I pray that our children will be able to activate that instinct. If it wants you, if that small voice in you will warn you, do not ignore. And this girl, she came all the way from where to here, TRM, and she even tweeted and asked the man, do you want to kill me? And the man said, I just want to be nice with you. Unfortunately, she was skinned. They cut the head and they took it away. So every child out there must know that their security starts with them. I want you to read for me the Bible. They normally say I read it a lot when I come. Read it for me. Proverbs 14:7, I'll even add 8 and 9. So we have to tell them that they should not meet an online threat offline. This long holiday, the predators are not on holiday. The predators are there. And the predators, by the way, they don't come barking like a dog. They come smiling at you. They come telling you, you look hot, baby. Anybody telling you that you look hot and they are not your husband, they are not spouse, that is a predator. They are showing you the teeth and they use those teeth to guide you. Proverbs 14:4, 9, 8, and 9. 4, 7.
4, without an oxen.
Proverbs 14.
Yes.
7. 7.
I stay away from foolish people. They have nothing to teach you.
Allow me to preach. So, you that are on long holiday, the students, the word of God is telling you, stay away from foolish people. They have nothing to teach you. Your friends, they are telling you we go out and we shake a leg. The word of God is telling us to stay away from them. They have nothing to teach us. Can I go on as a preacher, lady? Go to verse 8.
Where is a clever person wise? Because he knows what to do.
Thank you. This long holiday, know what to do. Parents, let us tell them when we go for those sleepovers, what they should not do and why. We have had them go for bashes, and then common sense is bashed out of their heads. And unfortunately, the teenagers, when they go for bash, there's alcohol and even condoms. And condoms don't come for tea dishes. They do sex. They are sexually active. As they get sexually active, we have to tell them that gonorrhea, syphilis, chancroid, that other one is not on holiday. Let's go on.
Why is a stupid person foolish? Because he only thinks he knows.
Please, do not just think you know. Let me tell you, teenagers, let me tell you, parents, if they cannot be advised, they will not advance. So please, we must make sure that this holiday does not go wrong with our children. I pray that we empower our children to make this long holiday a holy day. Yes.
Should I continue or we
You have done 9.
Not yet. 9. Foolish people don't care if they sin, but good people want to be forgiven.
Yeah. Foolish people don't care. Let me tell you this. Caring may not cost you much. Caring will protect you. I care, I'll be safe. But not caring can cost you everything. You have to care for yourself. You have to protect yourself. And you have to make sure that you protect even the small little children. Because the predators have become more available, easily available, and they talk to them and they give them a sweet. They give an empty promise and the child still follows. We have to tell them, ukimuona tafadhali toroka, usimuongeleshe, na ukimuongelesha, don't take a step with a stranger. We have to protect this long holiday. And those predators are not only outsiders. They are there, family members. They are there together with us. So even when you go for family gathering, As we eat the rice, as we do whatever, make sure that you know, because children see, children copy. Let us empower our children to be able to protect themselves. Children have a full-time job called play. As parents, we have to understand that play is a love language for children. Children have a full-time job called play. Parents, we have to understand that play is a love language. So we must make sure that we do games, we play games with our children. And then nobody ask me now, as teenager, how do I play with my teenager? The easiest one is, munaitaga goto. This one, munapiga na hiyo inaitwa
boxing or
hii ya kusalimiana, naona kwa
fist band.
Wanasalimiana hivi, gota make sure that this holiday gota mtoto. Ukigota mtoto unapata eye contact. Ukigota mtoto na umiss eye contact, gota tena, establish the eye contact. Ukiona you're not establishing an eye contact, mtoto wako anakufichia kitu. This long holiday, when we see our teenagers, they have moods. Reparent yourself. How you also had those moods when you're growing up. Those moods should not make you throw your daughter away. If they have the moods because of their menses and they're slamming the doors hard, don't go and slam them out. Ignore what should be ignored. This long holiday, please, I want to repeat something I echo when I come here. Ensure that you're connected with your children. When you get connected, ensure that you communicate, not to, communicate with your children. Remember, these are the Gen Zs. These are the Gen Alphas. They talk, they ask questions. So connect, communicate, then correct, so that they can confine in us. Then we cooperate together. Jifanye mjinga, udanganywe na watoto. Na wewe mtoto ujue kwamba wasasi sio subua, wanasubuka na maisha yako. Ndio na wewe usikue subua maishani.
Thank you so much. I'll take that as our parting shot.
Thank
Viewer,
you.
I hope you've learned as much as I have. Let's continue this conversation offline across all our social media networks. That's GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 21114. Next time, have a nice time. Goodbye.
Everywhere, GBS.